Hello, I'm Meredith Saldana. Welcome to the special online edition of KTEN News.
And I'm Tom Crespo. KTEN engineers have been working around the clock to try to fix the technical problems that we've been having since lightning struck our television tower here in Denison late Saturday night. KTEN's Aaron Jones has the latest on the problems that we've been facing and the work that's being done to get us back on the air.
Boxes of new parts and equipment arrived at the station Tuesday morning, and since then station workers have been working hard to install them. Phones are still ringing off the hook since last Sunday when lightning struck our tower cam.
People who, I guess, were busy yesterday and didn't flip over to one of our channels, so they're waking up this morning and they're like, wait, where are things?
Stephen Vincent was working in our master control office during the hit.
A piece of metal actually came off one of the racks in the room. And there's smoke, and my ears were ringing pretty loud, and almost like an explosion had went off. And I called the engineers after that.
He says the strike immediately took out several key pieces of equipment, including our ability to even broadcast on TV. Now engineers say the new equipment has them one step closer to getting our broadcasts back to normal, but that they're still finding problems with other equipment that will have to be replaced or repaired.
We're learning more today about the strength of the lightning bolt that hit our television tower late Saturday night.
Chief Meteorologist Alan Mitchell joins us now in the Weather Center with the latest.
Well, we have some new information today on the intensity of the lightning flash that struck us here at KTEN. I had been estimating that it was a rare positive stroke. Most lightning flashes are of a negative stroke and average about 30,000 or so amperage. Now, to give you an idea, your normal household current's about 5 amps, so a normal stroke is very strong as it is, but I was estimating that this could be upwards of around 300,000 and a positive stroke. Again, a very rare one there. And indeed, we've heard from a company today that monitors lightning activity across the nation, and they confirmed that it hit at 11:54 Saturday night and was indeed a positive flash. Again, that makes up about 5% of most of lightning occurrences, and that they had measured it closer to 400,000 amps. So a very rare, very intense. The magnitude is just incredible what that one lightning stroke had.
Gasoline that disappeared from a precinct barn has led to the termination of 2 Grayson County employees.
KTEN's Alex Belser has more on the investigation from the Grayson County Sheriff's Office.
It was last Monday. New County Commissioner Jeff Whitmire says he first learned about a probe into missing gas at the Precinct 1 barn.
They had the paper trail to say that there were thefts going on. So I assisted them in moving forward with trying to determine who was actually taking the fuel.
Since getting a complaint last summer, deputies say they found 700 gallons gone, written into a logbook as gassing up trucks that were actually broken.
You write that down and assign it to whatever number of the unit you want to assign it to. No one actually out there verified that fuel was going into that particular vehicle.
There were some reports that were being generated that to cover up what was going on, and one of the people involved was the one who was responsible for looking at those reports.
Investigators say the fuel was going missing from this diesel tank and from the regular gasoline for about 2 years. Now commissioners say they're putting some changes into place.
On fuel trucks that go out to actually fuel up equipment are all going to be better monitored.
The sheriff's office says more people may be involved, and the 2 men were fired last week.
We have interviewed both of them. We have talked to them extensively, and 2 of the employees so far have admitted what they have done.
Perhaps that they felt that they could save some money in their personal lives or personal businesses, but it was something that evidently they had readily accessible.
Commissioners say they don't want this to impugn the integrity of other employees who do honest work.
I was shocked. I was absolutely stunned and saddened. Both of the guys involved, I personally like them very much.
Just like any organization, you're going to have bad apples, and you're going to have good apples that have turned into bad apples.
In Grayson County, I'm Alex Belser reporting.
Once in danger of being closed because of federal budget cuts, the Carter County Air Park is now safe.
KTEN's Stephanie Rivas joins us now to explain how local funding is saving hundreds of jobs.
The FAA is still making budget cuts to several control towers, but the Ardmore Air Park Control Tower is not one of them. Officials announced Friday that the Air Park Tower will be left alone, and one reason is because the air park is partially funded through the Ardmore Development Authorities. Jack Vanderslice is the Executive Vice President for King Aerospace in Ardmore and says the news comes with great relief.
It is really, really good news for us. We do have a lot of military. We have the government fueling contract here at the air park, so there's a lot of training flights that take place here.
Officials say that if the FAA did decide to close down the tower, that hundreds of jobs would have been lost, and the impact would have not only been locally, but globally as well.
We employ a lot of people in a wide range of professions, from A&P mechanics to people that fabricate cabinets, to people that do upholstery work, planners, purchasers, just about anything it takes to run the business.
And Vanderslice says the shutting of the tower would have been tragic to everyone.
It would have been really tough on our business here, since we do so much business with the Army and the Navy and the Marines, and they do buy a lot of fuel from our fueling facility. So it would not have been good for us at all.
Officials say that they hope the tower will remain off the list of control towers to be cut. In Ardmore, Stephanie Rivas reporting.
Thanks to a donation by a Denison business owner, people who wait on the TAPS bus now have a place to take shelter while they wait.
Well, TAPS has a bus stop in the 2300 block of Morton Street in Denison. The owner of Morton Street Plaza, Mertice Wilson, noticed that a lot of people were waiting there for the bus, either in their car or outside. She wanted to help, so she donated approximately $10,000 for a new bus passenger shelter and the construction and the land for the new park and ride lot.
It's awesome to see a citizen that sees the need and steps up and not only supports public transit, but is willing to make such a generous donation so that everyone can benefit.
Today was the official grand opening of the shelter, and TAPS officially says it's the first of several new bus passenger shelters being built in the area.
A house fire in Denison had crews scrambling to get it put out Tuesday morning. Firefighters were called out to a home in the 100 block of East Murray Street around 10 o'clock. They say smoke was showing from the attic of the house, but firefighters had to use a thermal imaging device to pinpoint the fire once they entered the home. There was one woman in the home when the fire started. She was able to get out okay. Firefighters believe the cause of the fire was electrical.
Grayson County officials trace a damaged park gate to a circus that came through town. County Judge Drew Bynum says the west side of the gate going into Loy Lake Park was knocked down by trucks from a circus that took place in the park a few weeks ago. Now they've gotten a $1,400 settlement, which should cover part of the cost to replace it.
And the Sheriff's Office did a great job of that investigation, and the folks of the circus company were very apologetic and quickly lent us towards their insurance company, and we got this resolved.
The broken pole at Loy Lake Park has since been removed. The county hopes to put up a new gate sometime soon.
Thank you for joining us for the special online edition of KTEN News. Again, we apologize for any inconvenience this outage may have caused you.
And again, we want to assure you that we're working hard as possible to get back on the air as quickly as possible. For the latest news, weather, and sports, go to KTEN.com.